Well, this latest push for a ceasefire in Gaza comes as Israel continues preparing its offensive in Gaza City. It's created a sense of urgency, and Hamas officials have been in Egypt meeting with Qatari and Egyptian mediators. This latest proposal agreed to by Hamas is reportedly nearly identical to the one put forward by the United States Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, which had been accepted by Israel. It includes a suspension of Israeli military operations for 60 days and a path to a comprehensive deal to end the near two-year war. The proposal also includes the release of half the hostages held by Hamas in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. It represents a fairly substantial shift in Hamas's position from talks last month. Hamas had been negotiating for a permanent end to the war and a complete Israeli withdrawal from Gaza. We've yet to hear a response from Israel on this ceasefire proposal. In recent days, Israel has been pressing ahead with its plans to occupy Gaza City, a decision that has been strongly condemned by the international community. Israeli media is reporting that an Israel Defense Forces plan will be submitted to Israel's cabinet later this week. The occupation would displace hundreds of thousands of Palestinians who've been forced to move many times over the course of this war. Several Israeli tanks and soldiers were seen at the border with Gaza, and thousands of Palestinians in Gaza City have already begun fleeing south, fearing an imminent ground offensive.
Our situation is tough. Transport is extremely difficult. We have no money, no income, no work. I am heading south because I need to ease my mental state. I do not want to keep moving left and right endlessly.
More Palestinians continue to die of malnutrition and starvation every day. The Gazan Health Ministry says 263 people have died from those causes in the last 24 hours, and more than 62,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israel's air and ground war. With the Israeli public coming out in their hundreds of thousands over the weekend to call for an end to the war and a deal to immediately release the hostages, Israel's government will be under considerable international and domestic pressure to accept this deal, although at this stage there's no sign that they will.